What's going on, guys? Quick video for you tonight. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section. Twitter, Shutdown Safety is my username. I have a friend of mine I work with. Guy is really involved in DraftKings, loves DraftKings, suckers me into it over the weekend, and I want to talk about my experience with it. You know, I was with the competitor to DraftKings, and I did not actually enjoy it. I got out of it maybe a year and a half ago, just lost interest in it. Did fairly well, probably broke even, never really kept track, but I had a really good experience with DraftKings, and I want to share that with you. Now, first and foremost, as a disclosure, you know, obviously both of these companies, all these companies are going through, you know, a legality problem state by state in terms of whether they're gambling, whether they're a game of skill. They're trying to get their footing in that and where they can and can't be played. Secondarily, I am completely against gambling. I had a friend of mine in high school whose father was involved in a lot of gambling, and I saw the struggles and peril it put that family in. They lost their car, they almost lost their house, they struggled to put food on the table. At one point, he really got involved with some, you know, questionable characters. I remember that they went to the school and they said, you know, if these people go to pick up, you know, this child, don't let them in. You know, whether there really was a fear of actually a kidnap occurring or not, I don't know, but I definitely remember, you know, being younger and having to have him explain these situations, you know, the phone calls, the knocks on the door, and the fear that that induced in a child. So I've never agreed or liked or found any enjoyment, probably because of a really negative experience I saw gambling in terms of, you know, going to a casino or going to horse tracks or whatever the case may be. But anyway, regardless, I go to DraftKings, and I know people are going to say, oh, well, you know, some of those are logarithms. They enter these contests, you know, sure. There's probably machines that I played against that took money. Whatever. It's life. Sometimes life isn't fair. I like the ability to go in and set a lineup. I feel like if you're on my channel, number one, you probably know more than football than average Joe, and I'm sure there's some average Joes that just go in there and yak around for $5 or $6 and, you know, get their jollies off of it. I feel like I can probably beat that person. So the intriguing thing here is, you see my lineup. I won really every contest that I entered in terms of getting money back. I deposited 25, I won back 22, so I feel like I did pretty good there. I didn't win, actually, number one, first place, any contest, but what struck me really strange is I drafted Derek Carr because I like Derek Carr. And again, the afternoon game is very simple. There's only 2 games. So you're basically looking for a value proposition. You know, this player over that player. Who do you think is going to do well? And apart from, you know, as you can see, Williams, Chris Ivory did all right. But Derek Carr did obviously the best. And only, you know, like 20% of people had him. A majority of people have Ryan Fitzpatrick, who obviously goes down. Only plays, I think, maybe 4 or 5 snaps in the whole game and gets an extremely minuscule amount of points. So, in this perfect storm, if you will, where I have one of the best quarterbacks in these games, other players, a majority, have a quarterback that's very low in terms of their point accumulation. It's strange that I didn't finish higher than I did. And I look back at other people's rosters, maybe one of them that won, you know, I drew a little question with. You know, I think he had, like, you know, Tywan Gibson or somebody I'd really never heard of, like the kick returner for the Raiders that had a touchdown. And like I said, I understand to some of you that say, well, you're getting taken advantage of. That was a computer that put in mathematically every single, you know, combination of players they could have. They spent $5,000, they won $10,000. Yeah, that's okay, because I'm not spending $5,000 to try to win 10. All right, it is what it is. I did what I did. I won a little bit of money. I would love to know your opinions on this, how you guys feel about these contests. If you use them, if you don't, if you want, there'll be a link down in the description. You can try it out if you want. We'll earn some contest thing. I don't know. There are free games that you can play. I actually did some free NBA. I'm gonna, you know, try to do some other free stuff that you don't have to enter anything, but you know, the odds of you winning are 1 in 64,000 million. And if anything, you don't even win money. You just win a ticket. Regardless, love to know what you guys think about these sites, because again, I mean, this, I don't want to say it reinvigorated my desire to do it, but having a good experience winning up front like this has really made me want to go out and try to do it again. And obviously, want to know your guys' opinions. You're my viewers, you're my fans, and in a lot of cases, you're my friends, so to speak. You follow me on Twitter, you do all that good stuff. So I'd love to know what you guys think about it. As always, man, have a good rest of the week. I'll be back with more content, NFL commentary, Madden, you name it, I'll do it very shortly. Thank you again for checking this out.